Well, I just put it in there. Maybe it just popped up because you watched the old stream then? I don't know. Because it technically does show up in the playlist when I put it in unlisted, but that's all good, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter too much. Hello, hello, hello. Guess just had to sit in the waiting room for 2 minutes. That is a you issue. Here, don't need Amazon anymore. Here, where's my window? There it is. Boom. Sweet. Alright. Alrighty. Hello, peoples. How does it go? Grump Time Party Small. Hello, hello, hello. Helormenheimers. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Right, let me get all these windows in order because my desktop is a bit of a mess here on my screen. We got this OBS here, and we got the chat over here, and that's here. You can go. You can go. Hey, Phoenix. Hello, Chris. Hello, hello. Final mission in the left game. Been a pretty solid ride. Nice. Hey, Jens. What's up? What's, we were strong. I realized before. Busiest day you said you would stream. I was indeed busy, Heimers. Yes, yes. And I thought we would do more EFAP recording stuff to some degree today, but I forgot that Rags is actually not around, so I could actually just stream today, so it's not that big of a dealio. I can also stream tomorrow, and Friday I will be watching Imbiamba Jones. Which, yeah, that's gonna be a thing. I'm sure that's gonna be very good. That's gonna be very good. I'm gonna join the lads for the EFAP on that on Saturday. And that's that. Ah. Theodore. I am having a very good time with the game. I'm liking it a whole bunch. I'm liking it a whole bunch of Roonies.
None of the Empress's favourites, though. They all got
Did you
away safe and
that?
sound.
That's okay. I'm not gonna do a forge on it though. It's just weirdly timed because it releases on the Friday. You can watch it then, do the EFAP, and nah, I just don't feel like doing my own full coverage on it, so I'm just gonna join the lads on the EFAP, and then I'm good with that Imbiama Jones shenaniganders. Right, I don't need this. Oh, whoops. David Cornswright has been cast as James Gunn Superman. I did see that, but I don't know who that actor is. I'm just really bad with actor names and what they've been in for the most part, so yeah. Is that I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. If you're covering mentioning new Futurama season when it drops, I have no idea. I have absolutely no clue. Right, let's see, let's get all these hunting things. Be in town next week actually, but I really didn't want to have to watch Indie. Yeah. View the hunt board. It's like a younger Henry Cavill. Yeah. Ooh, there's a new one. Right, so I think we got this one, Severian. Yeah, I have that one written down. I got this one. This one is new. Muddy Murder. Okay, let me write that down. Indiana Jones and the third to last crusade. Yeah, that one. That's the one. Muddy Murder. Muddy Murder. And this is in the Hawk's Cry Cliff, Rosaria. They're all three of them in Rosaria right now, so shouldn't be too hard to find all of them together. That's what I'm gonna start with, because I don't think there's a mission here. Nope. Let's check this shit out.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
I do indeed.
Look.
Oh.
Think you can
Nothing.
help?
Alright, well I guess we're just gonna do some hunting. I thought there were some side quests left over. Indiana Jones and nuclear-proof fridge. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Sunbreakers over there. Rosaria. Let us see. The Dim East Pool, the Broken Hill, Green Jays, 3 Reeds. North of Sorrow-wise is one of them. So there might be one up here that's the Severian. Let's check this out. Nope. Look at all these edgy belts. I see one belt. You lie. Indiana Jones and the N-word.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Nice.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
The biggest prize of them all. Refreshing, lads. Kevin, hello. Oh.
All right, Sid.
Alright, Sid. Oh, wrong button.
Let's go.
Let's go. I just realized I'm out of potions. Well, I could still check if the monster is over there while I'm going my way. How far from the ending? I think I'm like halfway through the game, main story wise. I'm taking it slow with the boy. Oh, there's the lad. Severian. Don't know if this is just a rotary phone.
What the hell is this thing doing out of the ruins?
Oh, that's delayed. Oh shit, that's a lot of damage.
Let's try. Look at that.
Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, he was too far away. Oh, that was such dog shit for me. Ah, bollocks. Fuck off. Ooh.
Thanks, boy.
Ooh. Ooh. Made it exciting for the first fight here. Oh, I need that for some of the things. To upgrade.
From the ruins
Ooh.
it came, and to ruin it returns.
Alright. Well, that's that guy. I'm gonna go buy some potions right away. Can be chonky then. Oh yeah. I think you're approaching the end. You may still have like 3 more hours left. Just think to note in case stream takes too long. The ending is chunky. Alright, I gotcha. What is a pussy's Mootal? Well, I'll take 5 of them.
Anything catch your eye?
Can catch these hands. Bitch.
There you go. Much obliged.
Keep those elixirs
care,
for a boss fight probably.
Thank you for sticking with us.
I probably need to put them on my short flame, right? Yeah. Oh, I should probably get Lionheart tunics. They're really good. They're really
Anything
good.
catch your eye? Thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
Those of
Ah.
us who are still
So.
here have to look after each other.
Secret Invasion, huh? That's a really good show, right? That's a good show, right? That's a really good show. It's not.
Just to tidy all this stuff.
Alright, so I got Sorrow Wise. We got this one down. There we got one. Christ Cliff and Rhiannon Flammery. Is episode 2 out yet? Yeah. Comes out like my morning something. I wouldn't know I didn't watch. Oh, don't bother, it's lame. This show confuses me. It's I don't know. It's apparently there's so many Skrull on planet Earth. Like they were talking about millions apparently because the is his name Talus? I always mix up. It's Talus or Phallus or whatever. The friendly Skrull that's always hanging out with Nick Fury. He told him that he just let every Skrull get to Earth back when he did the shout out to them. And it was like, No, they're all here actually. Like it's millions of them. And Nick Fury's like, the fuck you did what? So apparently there's been millions of Skrulls forever on Earth. The Skrulls that are against the wait, where was that? Crycliffe. The Skrull that are against Earth or want to take over Earth, they of course already have positions in like high places. Like one of them is the NATO commander. One of the other ones is some kind of prime minister, because they have like a council going on. So they're already in all these high places, because of course they are. I don't know if we ever get any information as to when and why that happened and how. I don't know. I doubt it. So there you go. That's happening. Russia is now angry at America, so I guess that's like real life, basically. Because they made these explosions happen, and because Fury was in the vicinity with Maria, everyone is like, why is there Americans there when explosions? That was you, America. Now we're at the brink of World War. It's like, okay. That's I guess that's a thing. Yay. Which is the Skrulls' plan. They want to, so it's weird because the Skrulls want to take over the Earth. So their plan is to just let everybody fight against each other. And I guess then they want to pick up the pieces after the fact. I don't know. I'm a bit confused about their plan and how they're actually gonna do it. But the Skrull leader, main villain guy, he's now the commander of the Skrull forces. He's Skrull general now. Which I guess these council people are here to decide for all those millions of Skrulls on Earth.
Thank you for sticking with us.
I'm a bit confused what their plan actually is and what their invasion is gonna entail too. But from what I understand, they just want to take over Earth for their own, because Nick Fury didn't keep his promise, and because Nick Fury was sulking in that space station for years and years apparently. They already ruled the Earth in the sense, why the war? Oh, because here's the thing, the whole thing is, we want to be at home in our own skin. Because the deal they made with Nick Fury was apparently, hey, you need to chill. You can chill out here on Earth. You need to take on a face from some human, and basically live under the humans for X amount of time until we find your not find your home planet, but find you a new planet. In cooperation with Captain Marvel, basically. And because that hasn't happened yet, they some of them are basically, you betrayed us, now we're gonna take over Earth. Or at least there's like this group that really wants to destroy Earth now and take it for themselves. So that's the reason why, from what I understand. We get a Roddy appearance in this movie. So he's hanging out in the show. He has to be like the spokesman for America in like a Russian emergency meeting, asking them, hey, what is your agent Nick Fury doing there? And then he's just like, legendly, blah blah blah. He's basically just trying to downplay it, trying to get some time. The thing is, I don't know if Roddy would do this, but I also don't know if he might just be a Skrull as well. Like, that's like the thing with the show right now, everybody could be a Skrull. Which makes it kind of weird to understand what's actually happening. But in that case, The thing is, if Roddy would be a Skrull, that means Roddy would either be dead or captured somewhere. But then again, there's like a weird joke in there. He's like talking to these NATO people, I think, in this Russian place. And he gets annoyed at them, and he kind of covers the microphone, looks at his secretary or whatever, and it's like, if they roll my eyes again, I'm gonna put on the suit and carpet bomb them. It's like, okay. First of all, they're not that far away; they can hear you. Two, weird. So I think it's actually him. And the weird thing is, apparently, so Fury is also here somewhere. He gives him a call. He's like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" Blah 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 blah. And then they meet up in like in a pub to talk. And Fury tells him all about the things like, "Yo, there's like millions of Skrulls already. We need to do something about it." And he kind of agrees. I don't know, I would need to rewatch the scene, I only watched it one time. But essentially, he's like, yo, the thing you did, like, you being over there in Moscow when these explosions happened, you kind of made a lot of fuss now, and you're fired. So he was sent there to fire Fury as well, apparently, because I guess they expected him to be there and meet up with Roddy. Who's even the Skrull? Oh, those are like these aliens that can shapeshift. That was like the whole thing in Captain Marvel. Millions of Skrulls. Ah, yes, yet another secret society. Yeah. So yeah, he fires him. After like some conversation. Doing the thing. I don't know. And then Fury is sad, and he goes back home, like to his home where his wife is. But we see before he gets in there that his wife is also a Skrull. So he doesn't know that, so he can't trust her, but he doesn't know. That's weird. I wonder what she was been doing this whole time. While Nick Fury was just sulking in space. Because apparently he's been up there for a long time. And even his wedding ring is still in the house when he gets in there. I'm having such trouble with that show, even figuring out how this all fits into the world building as we know it already. It's a fucking mess, dude. Why is this crawl? That's a good question. Oh yeah, one of the because we need to establish how so there's also the guy gets promoted to General Skrull General, whatever the fuck. It just goes so quickly. He goes in there, the people are like, yo, you killed like 2,000 people that are innocent, have nothing to do. And he's like, well, if you're at war, you can't be looking out for civilians. Blah, 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 blah. I need to be ruthless. And then the one Skrull who is now the NATO commander, apparently. Or has been for a long time, because who knows how that even all happened. I don't know. It's a secret invasion. They secretly did it somehow. So he's like, do you know where I am, NATO commander? And then a security guy just punches him in the throat. And he's and the general guy just says, well, who's gonna be with me? And then they all agree except one. And he lets her go because, don't worry, sister, you can go freely. I won't kill you. Which is weird because he later just killed someone because he snitched on them while he was being tortured. It's really weird because obviously she immediately goes to call the friendly Skrull guy and is like, hey, he's general commander now. He's like gonna do some shit. And then his plan is to make a meeting with the guy to, I don't know what, to be honest. I don't even know what this plan is. Maybe this was all gonna make sense. Oh yeah, the best part is the council guy's like, hey, what if the Avengers will be back when we do this? And all he says like, well, you think I didn't think about that? And that is enough to convince him. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, if you thought about it, must be good to go. It's so weird. It is implied that they build a machine that makes them stronger, so I think they think they can beat the Avengers, I guess, with those guys. I don't know. With whatever they have planned. And even in the conversation between Roddy and Fury, Roddy's like, oh, should we call like our friends, you know? Which I said after the first episode, I was like, yeah, you should definitely call them. Like, especially now that you know there's like millions of Skrulls, meaning potentially thousands that we're gonna fight against you if it comes to a war. Get your superhero friends. Not even the strong ones, just to uncover these people. Just go get like a Hawkeye get Hawkeye or something to help you out with all the investigations and stuff. But then Nick Fury's like, no, we can't blow that horn quite yet. This is my war to fight. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, again, the fucking world is seemingly at stake. It's like, no, this is my war. It's like, what a shitty thing. So, and here's the thing again, also. Now that Roddy basically fired him and Nick Fury pissed off with whatever he's gonna do now, Roddy should be like, okay, now I'm gonna call my friends and let them check it out. There's no reason not to. Because he knows Fury didn't lie to him. And he was the one suggesting it, so he better go call some Avengers people. Like, there's no excuse not to now. Secret invasion my ass, dude. So yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's not very good. You don't have the budget for these guys. That's probably true. You're telling me they didn't save enough money on making that intro AI to get some extra actors and actresses? That's not very cog. The Avenger guy was too cool for the Avengers help. Well, you know, he's on his little arc where he's like, I was sulking this whole time because I got blipped away and couldn't do anything, which I assume is the reason why he just fucked off space for I don't know how many years. So now I have to win this war. I don't know how he's gonna manage that, but I'm sure it's gonna make all the sense when we get there. Dang it. Anyway, yeah, still stinky. I don't know what's going on. It's it's just the whole character arc again. What's also great is the evil man told the other lady who's the daughter of the good Skrull guy. It's like, oh, you know, I could have killed him, but he's just vapor, just his former self, blah blah blah, he's old. Like, he just said all that shit, and it's like, you don't give your enemy what he wants. So basically implying he thinks Nick Fury just wants to die. I was like, what? Oh, I don't know. It is a show. Anyway, west of Rhiannon. I'm gonna take a left turn over there, and then fuck off, map. I think curious. Is this Skrull in the ending of this show? Oh, sure. Why not? Why not? I got blown away. I couldn't do anything for a few years, so I choose to exactly do the same thing I'm sad about by isolating myself in the space station. Yeah. Because I thought he was just in this Saber station. That's what it's called, Saber. to set up these space defenses against whatever might come next. Which, you know, fair play, makes sense to me. Like, Earth has been through some shit. I wonder if you can see the Titan from that cyber station. Yeah, remember that Titan? Doesn't die. Would you even give him a chance to stop you? Exactly. What he should have said is, hey, I could have killed him, but now that he was there, and there's lots of cameras out there, and he's an American, that actually helps us to frame America to kill, frame America that they did the attack on Russia for some reason. So yeah, that would be a way easier solution, but I don't know, they just wanted this ominous talks like, he's old. In case you still didn't get it, what we're doing with him, but yeah. Anyway, it's bad. There are no cameras in this universe. They are if the plot needs it to, and apparently it was all over the place. It's a slow burn like Andor. Don't even say those shows' names in the same sentence. What a fucking travesty. I missed the beginning. Are you looking for the hunt? Oh yeah, I'm looking for Secrete? Secrete? Secrete. I can get this secrete off my nuts. What's the Rhiannon? Should be somewhere here then. Because we have Rhiannon's Ride over here. Unless there's another Rhiannon here somewhere. Let me double check. Got Martha's Rest, Sorrow-wise. We killed that guy. Oh, I think this should be the only one. He will pay off Mootal for Andor, but not the other properties. You know what? I was surprised too, but you know what? You don't pay me, you don't get good reviews, okay? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, this Fanta is so delicious. You should all buy it. That's a sellout confirmed. And just an incel, that's why you don't like it. Michael Jackson said the same thing. Oh yeah, it's like, incels and racist. It's like, god damn it, can we just stop? Can we just fucking stop? Alright, I guess I'm just gonna... Right, this one is a little tricky. Well, we'll figure it out. Get that back, Mootal. Plus 100 USD into Mootal's account right there. Is that the guy? I don't even remember what monster this was. I mean, I guess it... Oh yeah, that's him. Sweet. Balls.
Time to take the bull by the horns.
Secret Invasion better than Iron Man, fight me. How fucking dare you? Iron Man 1 is so good. Okay, thanks for the $5, Booty. Appreciate it. Ever tried Guarana? I never tried the actual thing. I mean, the closest I've gotten was just in like energy drinks, which is like probably artificial flavoring of that shit. But no, I don't think I've ever actually seen it in a shop to buy. Probably would need to look out for that. Oh shit, that's a lot of damage. That was way too early. God damn it! My timing was like way shit. Oh, fuck off! Wait, wasn't he just running in the other direction? What happened there? I'm so confused. So I almost want to restart the fight because I lost so much health already. Wow, I think I must have activated my my limit break right when he turned around and I didn't notice it. And that's why it looked like he was just running into my direction after I did it. I just didn't see the animation him moving back. Still did a second one there, eh? Oh, 24,000 flush. Satisfying. Oh shit! Not too early. Dang it. No, I went back. Oh, fuck's sake. I thought I saw a little thing down there, so I went back straight away, but it still can't. Oh, that's such dog shit, dude. I'm just gonna refill my potions anyway then. God, that's annoying. I could barely see that there was a border there. That's annoying. Fucking hell. What happened? I left the fighting area because you can flee from these guys. And I just barely saw the border there that you need to pass. But it was still aggro, so I was like, oh shit, fast go back in, but I guess that wasn't fast enough.
What are you after?
Well, I didn't see it flash, really. I mean, I just saw barely a little line there. It might have been because it's goes a bit up or something, I don't know. But I saw it too late.
Thanks very much.
It was annoying because I would have
Thank you for sticking
beaten
with
him for
us.
sure. Alright. Okay, well, back we go. Where's this way, right? Yeah. Let me check where exactly the line goes. Because I think it's like here and over there, probably. You can see this one. The other one I couldn't see, at least not with the camera angle I was running with at the time. Oh my god, no, Torgal. Fucking wrecked. Yeah, this one is kind of hard to see. I think my camera was like this. Yeah, okay, nah, that's annoying. Oh well. Holy shit, that damage.
I needed that.
Oh, come on. Some doohickey. Oh, fuck off. I hit the button, you prick. Wait, what? That was higher. Oh, fuck off. I need to fight him over there. I was looking, but I couldn't fucking see it, dude. Fuck's sake, dude. I'm so tilted. It shouldn't be so hard to dodge, but I'm just annoyed now. That was horrible. That was really, really bad. I don't mean by the game. That was horrible by me. It was fucking trash.
Well,
After the second restart, I got, just tilted. Oh, that was so annoying. Fuck that. At least you won? Yeah, barely. Did a fuck ton of damage, that boy. You suck! Good job preserving. I try. Okay. Blah, 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 blah.
thank you for sticking with us.
Maybe spamming dodgebag is
Still here. Have
a
to look after
poopy.
each other,
Nothing
don't
system
we?
is fine though.
So,
Bigger indicators for these
some
fights would be
turnips.
nice. Yeah, but I was trying to get away from him when I did the backwards dodge. And I was looking at the floor, but I just couldn't see it from my camera angle. On the other side, it was looking fine. I think it was just a bit. They should have put the indicator on the grass itself, and not on the floor, or in the dirt where the grass is.
Thanks very much.
If you know what I mean.
Much obliged. Take care out there, eh?
Okay, let's see. So last one is Muddy Murder. Oh, that's the Flim Flam cliff here. Well, it's somewhere there. So So this one is a question mark one. So should be super easy to see. Oh wait, I just realized I got the Titan powers last time. I should probably check them out. Oh, they were also all a level above me as well, so that would explain the damage. Because I think I'm gonna change out the Wind Boy with the Titan one. Or maybe the Ramu? Not sure. Sure, we just check what I got here. I think this is all like parries and blocks and stuff, right? Damage while enemies in range, a lot for increased range. Okay. We got punch water button to wind up attack with increase in potency. Okay, so this is just a big slapperoonie. Oh, and this can do a parry flame, and then you can do counter attacks. That's nice. That's really nice, actually. Ooh. See, I'm just a sucker for attacks like that. Step forward to deliver a blinding flurry of high-speed punches. Blocking an enemy attack with this step forward increases the potency of following punches. The boom. Okay. If timed precisely, first strike can block an incoming attack. Block an attack with Raging Fist will change a follow-up attack. Increase attack potency, reduce ability cooldown by 50%. Ooh. That's actually pretty nice. That is also very nice. Well, I definitely want this one. Question is, do I change Ramu out or do I change out the Wind Boys? Using battle links during arcade. Alright. Ha 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 ha. Can't decide. Can't decide. Brain aneurysm. Oh man, I could get another limit break as well. Limit break bar, I mean. I mean, this just seems large damage. You know what? I'm gonna change out the thunder one. I think the grab one is very useful with the extra extra stagger you can get in the middle of that bar. So I think I'm gonna go with this boy. Then I want this. This one and this one. Boom. Boom. I used Raging Fists for a long time. Yeah, it sounds very useful. Very, very useful. Get this and upgrade as well. I never upgraded my Phoenix Shift. I don't know why. I think it just increases the distance, right? Alright, let's see. See if there's the end of the game. Nice. Whistleheimers.
Faster!
I ain't gonna speak to Otto. I need to look at the map and get those flim-flam huns somehow. Oh, you know, it's probably in this one secluded area down there. Like this one, for example. Then again, it's a very small area. Doesn't really lend itself to fighting that well. Be skipping Mortal Kombat 1. I never intended to play Mortal Kombat 1. Don't really care too much, to be honest. Can you get off, please? Thank you.
Waken wins!
Yeah. So we have to change the abilities. Doesn't want to be bodied by online human people things. I mean, that's what I have Street Fighter for. Oh, it's one of those. Right, I guess. I don't know if we did anything with that already in the story. I don't recall. I don't think so. So Westward, all the story will absolutely be shite. I can't tell you anything about Mortal Kombat story anyway, so I don't know. I do not know. Birds. Burb. I want my bird. Not hitting random stones. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, alright? Sometimes it just...
You deserve a rest.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, hello. Oh no, it's a flan!
You take us unawares, did you?
That was way too early. Oh god. Oh my god, I love it. This is sick. Oh god, oh Jesus.
That's all ready.
Okay, he deals some oh, he's 7 levels above me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh god, I just healed. Ouch.
Well done, Tom.
Oh, too early. What? Aw. Dang it, I just used up my cleans. This one is tough, yeah, especially if you're 7 levels below. He just does not stop attacking, he's crazy. Fucking hell, I don't even... Oh shit, I forgot. Wait, did I not press the button often enough, or was I too far away? I couldn't quite tell. Ugh. Fuck, too early.
That's better.
No, too early again. Don't have quite the timing down on that that parry there. Okay, I'm not quite sure what just not happened there. Fuck. Oh. Should probably save that for Luke. Ooh. Notorious Mark slain. He was tough. He attacks non-stop, eh? Ooh. Damn, another level up. Ooh. Yeah, I don't have the timing on the parry down yet.
Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
It was a flan, you dumbass. Alright. Neato. Fun stuff. Fun flisms. The parry for Raging Fist is pretty big. Actually, I think I did it just way too early every time.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on them.
There you are. I assume there's no new ones quite yet. Probably after more progress. Yeah, well. Yo. Ooh.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Cleric's Medallion. What did that do? Oh shit. Nice. More healing. Let's go. I'm down with that sickness.
Made it out alive.
Hello, hello. Got anything new? You got some flammaries?
Jill looked white as a sheet when they put him.
And what can I do for you?
Potions.
Coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
Do 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 do. Coral sword.
Is that all?
What'd you bring me?
What do you want?
What'd you want? Oh yeah, I got one Electrum now. Now I can get one of these ones. Ooh, mama. Oh, I can get both of them because I did the hunts. Gelatinous mass and ooh, yeah, baby. Give me
No
those
scratches, right?
upgrades. Biatch. Ah, I need one more Scarletite though. Okay, I guess that's for next one. Nice. After that for a bit, gonna leave the stream running to help out Metal in the algorithm. We hope we at the tip goal. Metal will have to end the stream. Snort. DSP is going viral again online. Well, because he's being a dumbass. Imagine my shock. Again with Tears of the Kingdom not being able to figure out one of the basic things in the game being putting stuff onto your arrows. It's pretty funny. So I think he killed and decided, why not take a clump of this with me? Hey, just gotta do what you gotta do, all right?
Anything else?
No. Silence, imbecile. Alright, let's figure out what's up with my doggo. Just wants the game to play itself like it's mobile game. Yeah. Can I put some money in here so it just finishes for me? That would be nice. Hello.
Otto, is now a good time?
No.
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Oops.
Vivian's did what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
Leon! Oh yeah.
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the Professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little
Like just leaving, it's like, yeah.
Storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
You recommend using that in a video into TK? Looks to me. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while.
It's British, Ashley. Yeah.
Dad said I had a knack for
Meow.
engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause.
The greater good.
But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Okay.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Okay. I think the other way around is better.
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
Those zombies, just regular Welsh people, nothing else
You
changes.
were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard.
Check the law. Daughter of Sid and student of engineering at the University of Canberra. From a young age, Mid showed the same passion for invention as her father and an even greater aptitude. Ah, she's well versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technology, as any scholar in the twins means to put that knowledge to use in service of the hideaway. I see. I didn't realize that was her, because, well, we didn't really talk about her
Coming along.
like ever again. Mid sits dot here. Do you think EFAB would make a good Souls-like game? What? No, none of us are programmers. Probably not. Sidolfo's the lightning guy? Yes. Who's the mom? I don't know.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Till I bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
It's all right. Sid hasn't. Was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Like Robo no Dark Souls, but with EFAB, host, guess, memes, and lore. I don't know, maybe. I have no idea. Could work, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of memes and lores and stuff you could maybe use to make something work.
White as a sheet.
Wait, didn't we want to figure out what happened to our dog? I don't think we did that last
With a
stream.
good oil in this should be enough to keep. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
Nerd.
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Any of us particularly you'd like the metal boss fight to be? I don't know. I mean, if it's an EFAB game, it's probably gonna be some new EFAB boss. I don't know. Getting tired of chat shenanigans isn't reading or misogyny anymore. I sometimes just miss stuff. It's alright. I like Rex to fight like Seth, but with a giant gun in his mouth. You're Sid now? What the hell's up with that? Well, the other Sid died it. He did a die. And I took up the name as the legend. So I need to do a pee. So I'll be right back. Ugh. Oh my god, spoilers? Yes. Spoilers from the part of the game I've already played. Squad. Wetter floors. God damn.
Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He
Freaking
went up
hope
to
he vials
Crester on
Nestus.
business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look from there then.
What you rate your games of Mootal? Pretty good, pretty good. I'm having a good time. Having a good time. Where's the thing? Oh, there. Oh, so no. Ooh. Oh, I guess it's just an area I haven't been to yet. Okay, well, I guess we go by foot then. Oh boy, they coming. Oh boy, they coming. Oops.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Run like a flim flam. Go little bee, go little bee. Nope. Not interested. Like a flame. Was this a cat call whistle? Yeah. You said like the wind, you overgrown chicken. No. Not in my head canon.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
And dig up my parents' graves and move them somewhere safer.
This shouldn't take long.
What was that? Oh god, what the hell? Hey. Jesus, that was quick. Oh, why did you miss me the time I used my fucking parry, you prick? Okay. The wrong button while I moved my finger.
Too slow.
Really? Torgal kill. Also combat. Oh, combat is amazing. Combat is amazing. It's really good.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell.
Did it?
Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Favorite Fantasy games since Final Fantasy 12. Nice. Nice. Let's see if there's something to plunder here. Maybe some grave robbing. A little bit, little grave robbery. I think that would be swell. Oh no. Just a little grave robbing. Just a teeny bit. Oh, there's gotta be a hunt over there at some point. Or some other fight. I mean, look at this big ass area. There is definitely gonna be something here.
This is no time to ride.
Fine, I'll walk then. Grave robber's parents, yeah. If you finish the true Final Fantasy Fest, you probably fight God again. Fucking better. Oh, that building has definitely been copy pasted. Pretty sure I've been in this exact same building before somewhere else. Looks very familiar. Anyway, right, let's go back to the Hideaway.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
You better get good. Well, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Lies, I worked hard when I made that house. No, you didn't. No, you did not.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Get some red oven.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
They showed us the aspect there is actually hilarious. Wait, who now? This lass over there?
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain tenderness. Goots, meanwhile, is as burly as a behemoth, but as innocent as a babe in arms.
All right. Side quests. Let's go.
Ah, Clive.
Oh, hi there.
How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Okay, outfit changes too, dialogue changes as the game goes on, it's funny. Nice. Hey,
I'm
Jill.
feeling a lot better, thanks to Taya's remedies. But she insists I rest.
Good. You get your rest, Jill. You deserve it. And the 3 million copies of Final Fantasy 16 were sold in less than a week, and Sony said it's the fastest selling PlayStation exclusive ever. Yeah, I'll believe it, for sure. I mean, there's been a grand total of 5 exclusives. I think there's no 2 left, but... but yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I did... Wait. Oh, that wasn't a side quest? Oh, hang on. Oh, it's this fucker over there.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Taya has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, But it's also essential. And we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
The brand is scary. Yeah. Use painkillers for splinter removal. You wouldn't run out so fast. I know, right? You fool. You just slap him across the face like, why do you use this for this, huh? Why did you use it for splinters? Are you some kind of idiot?
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Hey, Doris.
Do you have a moment, Sid?
No.
A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Okay, fine. I have a little bit of time.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Well, that's your fault, not mine. I could just because I could tell me just to look at Dion.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Okay, I want to talk to Gaff first, though. I want to see what's up with the doggo, the dogster.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
I remember that name.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva And the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own. His latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Bark.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
You can't say that so casually. Oh no. No one says a thing. Oh.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
His nose buried in your what?
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now.
Just knew what they were doing, yeah.
I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
And I'm wondering if there's any treasure to steal. Hey, Blonde, what's up? That braid? Yeah. Nerd. Nerd.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll be back, I promise.
Aye.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour.
Oh, there's a bunch of new stuff everywhere now. Well, I guess I have a look-see around. Where's Jill? She is getting rest in the infirmary. There's that. Yo, you got some new stuff? You little shit stick? Probably not. There's nothing new in this boy as well. Right, let's check out the... Don't let Jones anywhere near the peanut butter. Oh no. Everyone's first concern when they get to the stream is, where's Jill? Jill, is Jill okay? Please.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Herbs. Oops. Whoa, what happened there? The little spinneroonie has kind of looped it all to hell. It was only a code in the case, wasn't it? Wait, what do you mean? In the steel case? No, I have a physical copy. What they did was shut up. They sent me a normal copy and then just an empty steel case for some reason. I don't know why they do it that way. It's really stupid. But no, I do have an actual disc. You figured out to get out of the stream? Dang, back to spamming emotes then. No, I didn't do anything. It's just gone this time again. Last stream it was there, the stream before that it was gone, now it's gone again. I don't know why. That's just how it is.
Enough.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Get it, boy!
Wait, so can I do anything else with the doggo now? No, I guess it's just... Oh. Launches several elementally charged orbs at a single distant target. Oh. Triggers multiple explosions from a toggle, lifting enemies caught in a blast into the air. Damn. Sounds tight. Wait, does it just do that automatically? Or do I need to set that somewhere? It's definitely stronger now. I mean, I can't really do anything, so I guess it's just automatic. He does it automatically. Okay, I thought so. Oh, I don't know how to activate it. No. Oh, in a moment. Gosh darn it, phone.
Slavers don't even bother.
Fly, Ambrosia.
It's a coal train, baby. Woo!
Glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The Hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Let's fuck him up.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Titan!
Oh, that was too late. Come on. Fucking hell. It takes long to charge up and then it goes down real quickly. There we go. Oh no, I fucked up my own parry by getting the mid stagger. Me likey parries. So he's the main product of enemy edgy syndrome, but Clive walks a fine line. He's growing on me. Oh yeah, I like Clive a bunch. He's pretty neat. Pretty neato.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
I mean, he's no Ethan Winters, obviously. It's dark. Boom, 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 boom. And that's That's the lot. Handing them in. What's wrong there? Because the hate he got from his mother. His mom's a bitch. Biatch.
It's just one thing after another around here. Little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited.
He's no comrade major.
I might.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks.
Stream's dead? But why? It's back? But nothing even happened on my end. There was like no indicator that anything happened. That's weird. Okay. Interesting. It's because you're Flimbus? Ah, okay. You mean to tease me?
Removing the brand more than sees to that.
Just listening to the conversation,
You'll know how much bravery
goddammit.
that takes.
Cole. I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a cursed breaker. I swore an oath to.
I was close, I was just about to tip. Thank God the stream died.
And
Damn
I
it.
must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Comrade Major killed the stream. Yeah. The weight of command. How about you compare these nuts? Crispy critters. Ooh, get some new rewards.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Dire Wolf Jess.
You earned this. All done?
I don't know yet. But yeah, I think so. Humpty Dumpty, Flumpty Glumpty. Increases combo damage by 5%. Oh, okay. That's kind of neat. I like my current getup though. I think I'll keep it that way. Speaking of nuts, where's Torgal? He's just chilling somewhere. Flooping around. Gonna give the lad his herbs. Hello there.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing.
I could have brought more, but you
He's
only
on this
asked
side.
a couple,
You'll do
so
fine.
get wrecked.
Talia trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a visitor to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Neato. Clive's a really good leader. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's nothing to do with anything, but today I was doing some cleanup in the shop and found some contact point that said, made in Western Germany. Oh, okay. Good old world building. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right now, because wrote the brand without a lot of skill. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Mid's finished out in a little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
I think there was new stuff in the shop.
The little ones have been up to
Well,
their
let's check that out. Oh, man, I'm sleepy today.
Mid's moved into the storeroom.
And it's Whirlpool's fault. Yeah. Yeah, that must be it. You put a spell on me to make me sleepy.
And what can I do for you?
Isn't even denying it.
Go on then.
Wait, what? I'm sleepy. Oh no. You put the spell on yourself too? You fool. So I kept you up late last night. No. I did do training today though. Exercises and stuff. Very cool. Oh, what's this? Chandler's Whispers automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Oh wait, you can buy even more easy mode stuff. Increase limit break generation amount by 3% when dealing damage. It's by 6%. Potions.
You're rubbing me blind.
You roofed my Fanta? You bastard. You bastard.
Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Liar, you'll be sad if I'm not cooling over again.
So, will it be?
Ooh. Better weapon. Grindstone. Oh, but this weapon looks so... The weapon I have looks cool. Well, well, well. Platinum cannons.
Should last you a good while.
Does it now?
That it? Fine.
Oh, it's kinda neat too.
Is it right?
There's nothing.
Okay. That seems to be it for now. Oh, there's something on the reading table. Homecoming. Of course, what happened at Rosalith. I fear that I might have been had not you, Gav and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you the most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. Jill. Yes. Agreed. Oop. Nope, that was the right way.
Lid's moved into the storeroom. Made it work.
Whew. God dang. I'm selling my old swords. Oh, that's not a mistake. Don't sell the purple ones. I don't think I have sold a single sword yet. Because sometimes you can upgrade some with other swords and stuff.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Hello?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
It's just a joke.
We,
I'm willing to wait for as long as it takes. It's like, wait, you mean here? I thought the game bugged out for a sec.
Guest.
A guest?
Rumored white man can jump this year. Doesn't have favorable reviews. I don't think I've ever seen that. In general.
For your trouble.
It's Uncle.
In hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
There's like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? Twinside, Hyperus and Brack. Seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Oh yeah, this guy still exists.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
What a dingus.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
To the breeding halls!
Let's go! For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Man. That king and our mom, that's two people that definitely belong to each other. They're both fucking crazy.
Yes, sire.
What's with him with his dumbass flower all the time? Does it make him high? I think it does.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
They make bread out of people? Damn, that's crazy.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Mum.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Oh no, he was reading his horoscope and that's how he made his decision. He is insane. He really is.
You disappoint me, Dion.
I'm going crazy. Have we seen Dion before? Oh, it is this guy. Wait, weren't they talking about fire? I'm just confused. I think I just got confused because they said burning. Yeah, that's him. Okay, never mind. I thought they were talking about someone else. Active Time Lore, good shit. Makes you remember immediately just by a press of a button.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
Oh, I can't read about the flower again. I was too slow.
Way to find out.
He's Bahamut. Yeah. I got confused because they were specifically talking about the fire of something. So I was thinking about some other fire user, which doesn't make sense in hindsight, I guess. I just got confuzzled by semantics. You failed us. Sorry.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the deck in this.
It's just one thing after another around here.
But yeah, that king is super unstable. Watching Secret Invasion episode 2 right now. Hero's character has been dragged through the mud one way or another 5 times in 500 scenes within the space of 20 minutes. Ah, know what you mean. It's really good. It's the Endor of Marvel. Can't even say it without vomiting. I don't know why people would say that. It's so damn bad. Uncle! How do you do?
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and the...
The active lore feature would be better if they charged for it. True. You're so woke metal. No. They're running out of people to room. Thomas can tell you about the flower. Yeah.
They freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly.
Gladly.
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Damn metal, I'm supposed to just been you and Az streams. Well, you're here. I think we found our answer.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed?
Waloed?
Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? to load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Well, if you're staking my life on it, it must be true.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Well, giving us some reasoning why we would go to that place. That's actually kind of neato. Having some actual thought put in there. I like that. I like that. It's kind of neat. It's like, hey, if we go that way, that's actually way too long. He would surely die. But those Waluders, those little Waluders over there, they're like, you know, I help them fuckers. I put the earring in that I want to wear today for the first time. Oh, I see. Very nice. Very nice. Just defended Republicans? Fascist. Vivian is interesting. She gives exposition, but she also has the most knowledge on the land. Yeah. I could probably up this
Here for another of my lectures.
knowledge bar.
What is it that you wish to learn? Of course.
Blessed with magic.
Here you are.
Oh wait, I thought she had
Thus ends today's lesson.
I thought she had one of those knowledge bars as well.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the deck.
Who's this blue?
Talk to Tomes and get this level up. Must be doing something, getting them level ups.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know.
My knowledge is yours. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. You wish to study the tomes?
You wish to study the tomes? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. What is it to you? What is it to yours?
You are always welcome, Clive.
I know, I'm the leader. Ain't that a Zeldor sound? No. It is not.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
Little workshop out
Otto,
here.
Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Thank fuck for that. You can talk to the Gavster. Wait, where'd he go?
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused. Especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway. What with war brewing in the region. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents? I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live, eh?
Well, now that we've got a few gil to rub together, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wing's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend it all at once, all right?
Just don't spend it all at once.
I've never seen a crate full of gil before, let alone two. Your uncle certainly knows how to make an entrance.
It's like, hey, we got some cash left over. Let's get some booze and fine salmon. That's good shit. Also, I gotta go for a pee-pee, because I hydrate a lot. Be right back. With a camera, I would also buy rich people food. You flimbo. Well, let's go to the desert, shall we?
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Sure. Jelly. Danakian Republic.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
The trading post it is. Oh, he's tagging along with us? Just fighting and shit? Oh, that's neat. I didn't expect us, but just gonna drop us off with the ship. Fuck me. Ugh. I would love to be held. Being held against our will. Ugh. God, that was a aggressive sneeze I had there. Fucking hell. Snot boy, bless and harmless, bless you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins.
June.
Mark them well, Clive.
Oh, now I have a runny nose. Well, Chad, you know the rules. Highest super gets Mootal's tissue. I actually have 3 used tissues now after that sneeze, so that's gotta be a high super. Now I'm off to bed. Mootal make them release the game for PC faster. Thanks. I'll try. But yeah, have a good Nachtenheimers. Do you 1, 5, 10?
It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Okay.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born.
Could you for $2?
You
I'm
were
in for
so
$2
eager to
for
be
those
there when
tissues.
your
Give
brother
them.
arrived
Okay.
That you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
That's $1.99. Do I get 3? 5?
Who do you think those soldiers were? So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes, I expect that's why.
Let's go.
Faster!
How much am I to put on the vest? Well, first I gotta buy a vest.
Ah,
and
there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Whoa. Racist,
Those
Torgal.
are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Shall we join them?
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good doggo. Body with the $10. Thank you very much. $10. Also more complaining about 109 Fahrenheit, 42 degrees Celsius temperatures coming this weekend. Pray for me, stream. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck that shit. It's actually kind of nice now this week for us. It stays like at 25 Celsius for the most part. So I'll enjoy it while I can, because that 42 degree weather is probably cumin one way or another. Let's see what it look like. Yeah, next next couple of days it's gonna be actually kind of nice. Oh yeah, $10. Do I hear 15, 20? I'm late. Sorry, I was watching Buffy. That is all right. Maybe one day I'll watch Buffy
Day
too.
to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Oh, I could go with a plate of cheese and sausages. That sounds actually pretty good. Wait, that's Joshua's homie, isn't it? Yeah.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front.
Is there anything here that actually tells me what the fuck he was doing this whole time? Thought I've died at the end of the second icon of fighter in disaster. Yeah. Appearing before his brother once more, some 13 years later, in the inner sanctum of Drake's Head, and saving Clive from Ultimus demands of power. No, that's just all things we knew already. Don't know a lot about her. Companion protector of Joshua Rossville, dominant of Phoenix, as loyal as she is dangerous, her blade is ever as ready for any who might mean her master ill, and the tonics ever at hand to heal the sick. Yep. Joshua addresses her by the name Jote, or Yote. I forgot how he says it, but it's unclear whether it's named true name or pseudonym. Hey, Pooty, with the $20. Oh my god, someone really wants those used tissues. Look at them right here. Yeah, Pooty, thank you for the $20. $20! So 42-degree weather, huh? Time to offer up streamer sweat, TM, and really bring in the big tips. Oh, shit. $20? Or 30? 40? Come on, folks, it's hot in here.
I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
It's just trying to mend the war things or
Yes,
whatever. I
Your
don't
Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Water. Because I don't even know if Clive is aware that he's what he's doing. I demand answers. Ooh, cinematic. Water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Wait, I feel like I missed a line. Wait, why are they want to do a bar fight now? Did they notice that he was eavesdropping or something? I feel like I missed something while I was reading chat. Someone fill me in real quick. Just the uncle blabbed because the uncle said something about them. Okay. Right. I was just unsure if I missed something else. Too loud and the Waludas heard him. There you go.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here.
You guided a tism.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Friend. It's like... Ooh.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
I thought you would fight with us, but I guess not. Just starts with Josh was like, my voice, you're live? I missed a lot of the last stream. Well, let's be honest, I don't really watch Mootal streams. Hey! No, he's alive. he did save us at some point, and he trapped the Ultima creature inside of him. And now he's kind of wandering around, and apparently he kind of ended up here as well. And I don't really know what's going on with Joshua. I assume there's going to be a big old dump of information at some point.
Oh, take it. Try it. Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
My tables! Yeah, sorry, mate.
Stay down.
It's over.
It's over. He's trying to just Prince Dion, but his condition. Oh, he's still trying to do that right now. Okay, okay. I thought he was already doing something else. But yeah, I was just more wondering what his goal is, I guess. Maybe he wants to convince someone to do something. Can't be wasting food and drink. That's true, that's true, that's true. True.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
I like him.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
Just the right amount of comic relief, yeah. Yeah, Metal Yoda about $25,000. I think I left 100,000 in my bag, so should be fine. Oh, what's that? Oh.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
$20 going once, going twice. Didn't eat the carrots. Motherfucker left his carrots. I had tons of carrots today. Way back into the beginning. Yeah. Joshua hates carrots. See, you know what's also nice in this detail is I didn't remember that, but I realized when Clive was looking at that, he was recognizing that Joshua would do that, so you can still connect the dots even if you forgot about it. That's some good detail stuff you can do. Pretty good, pretty neato. Fuck cooked carrots, Tona probably. I cooked carrots today and fried the other half.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Rawless said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
No battle, and you flashback to this exact moment from before, and the line of Clive saying, "Joshua hated carrots." Yeah, actually quite a nice mealio today. Because what I planned to do today was to do some beef soup, and I got one of those packages that has like all the veggies in it that goes well with some beef and soup stuff, so you can make a stock or a base, whatever you like to call it. But unfortunately, half of the veggies didn't make it through the weekend apparently, so there was some goopy stuff in there that wasn't usable anymore. So I was left with only a couple of carrots, a couple of herbs, and yeah, I think that's it. I had some onions still, so I just took like half of those stuff, put them in the thing, and just kind of slowly fried them together with the beef, and just cooked it for like 2 hours or something. And then I threw the rest in there, put a little bit of sauce hollandaise on there, and that shit was fire. It's really good.
Bowls and basins.
So yeah, I made the best out of what I had. Ever pickled carrots and red onion together, then cook them with a nice steak? No, I never pickled anything myself ever. Should we try it one time? It's probably neato. Bon Appetit has a good recipe for stock that starts with turkey wings and ham hocks. Tasty, pretty easy. I mean, yeah, pickling is not hard, right? You just make the make the base and just throw shit in there and wait. More like Holland gay sauce. Got him. Nice. Food talk makes me hungry. Yeah. Alright, plans for tomorrow. Which means I'm just gonna... I'm gonna make a salad. I'm gonna have to do groceries tomorrow. I got some chimkin out of the freezer. I'm gonna fry that chimkin and make a big old salad. Probably some Caesar's dressing I get from those shops. I could make Caesar's dressing myself, but I don't know. It's just more convenient that way. Right, so... Oh, that's just...
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then.
Simtors.
Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery.
That's some chimkin wangs.
But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
This place was Gerudo Town. Oh, I mean, do you see any muscle mummies here? I sure don't, so there's your answer. Just ate lunch so you can talk about it as much as you want, Metal. Hooray! Hollandaise is the sauce is the bane of my existence. I hated making it every day when I was a prep cook for Crater Lake. Oh yeah, I bet. Prepping sauces can always be annoying.
Hanging lanterns, keep it up.
And back when I was working in the kitchen in the beer garden, all the prep stuff can be incredibly annoying. Like we made
fucking men of the wrong.
Made the curry sauce for the curry sausages ourselves. Was actually pretty good. I wish I would remember that recipe. It was pretty easy. I think you could probably still remember it somehow. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know that pain from back in the day. Just enjoyed the custard tail. Sold to Booty Ovens for a whopping $20. Congratulations, sir. Now if you give Mootal your IP address and credit card, we should be good to go. Yeah, I'll just put these used tissues in the mailbox, which is definitely not my bin. And they should arrive shortly in 7 to 8 work years.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Feel about the curse words in this? I don't think it's distracting, but that's me so
is the
far.
person we're looking
I think it's alright.
You said Sid's contact was likely to be an...
I did have the the worry in the beginning because they were going a bit hard with them in the beginning. So I was like, I hope they tone it down a bit, and they did. It's not overbearing. So I'm cool with it. There you have it. Also, Meta Commander, I get half of that from my auctioning work. You get paid in exposure, bitch.
Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
She's very beautiful. She's an NPC, man. I know, right? Their base models look very good already. So.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you.
Can't wait till Moody gets the part where Clive calls a chill or retarded N-word F-slur. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think you made that up.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Don't forget the C word. Yeah. God damn, that is some blue-ass water.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Bum, 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 bum.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
I named my price. If you can't pay it, that's your problem.
If you can't play it, that's your problem.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Oh god, yes, please. I mean, I'm busy.
Arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Oh my god.
I'd be happy to show you, provided I can afford it.
They probably have some sweetmeats in here as well. For some sweetmeats at you? Yeah. Look at her go.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't ship, won't crack, no matter how.
Checking if I missed any.
Look, Father. Hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground like this.
This is where Western Gaming felt Waka is really fucking racist. Clive, did anyone here fuck a man named Sid? Everyone's like, yes, yes, yes. Best Final Fantasy slur in Final Fantasy X. Those sand-blasted grease monkeys. Waka, who's a person of color. Goddamn Waka. Who uses his fucking blitz ball as a weapon. What was the little Lazor? Did you see it go run away? Huh. Goblin coin. Go the destroying of their city. A happy fireworks time. Wow, Waka.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Good day, my lord.
Ooh, meteorite.
An excellent choice.
Goddamn right.
Thank you for your custom.
You got it. Right, so the next one's probably up there somewhere. Oh, wait, no, it's actually over yonder.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
It's not a toy. Oh, there's nothing hidden back here? Now that's some shenanigans. NPCs are hot in this game. Not that I'm looking. Shut up. I'm looking a little bit.
Fucking man of the wrong.
Rude. Oh, yeah. Genuine cactuar needles, imported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing. I'll show you a small prick. Wait, no.
I need a drink.
Can drink on these nuts.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Ah, ancient Viagra. Yay!
Why is the tavern shut?
No reason.
My carpets.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
Oh, I don't want your drugs.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Bread. I'll probably have a little bit of bread tomorrow with my salad. That's a good thing. Salad has very little calories, so you can put a little something in there that has a bit more calories. Isn't that crazy how that works, guys? If you have less calories, you can eat other things with stuff. It's crazy. It's good.
Father. Hot water.
You want to buy some death sticks?
Wait, incense. What?
Okay. So fresh bread is the world's best smell. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, there he is. There is someone.
Can I help?
I will buy bread sticks.
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly. You don't get to be bodied by the funny cactus monster.
Well,
I know.
it sounds
Maybe
like we
somewhere
have
else.
our man.
But it seems to be cactuars.
Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows. Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
Oh.
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
To the bordello, gonna buy some flesh sticks. Give some flesh sticks. What?
Only as far as I think he trusts.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it. Silent stone!
Hello? Hey. Every time it's a whore. Desert hare? More like the desert whore. Where's Shell? Is she safe? Is she alright? Yeah, she's at home having a rest. Arresticles. Martha. They're like, ouchie.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss.
The boss.
He wanted us to test you.
Why did you
Though
say
one
that?
could
Why
hardly
did you say
call
that?
a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now?
Do you know
Call
who
in the
I
men of the rock
am?
and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
This better be hot. If she's not hot, then this game is
Made from the
snowy.
stoutest stoneware.
Look at how blue this is. I just want to have a dip in the water and just fucking have a swim. This looks very relaxing. Frost doggo.
The finest
If
fabric.
this chick isn't hot, I'm
fresh
refunding
from
my
the
Armored Core
capital.
6 pre-order. As you should. Wait.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Now Kith.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Damn it, it's not a woman at all!
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Locking balls.
Why, trust. Everyone knows
That wouldn't be my second guess.
Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Okay, but then what do you want? What do you want?
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scrub.
Swaggering
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
Vinegar.
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Good luck, Uncle.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Trouble. Hello there.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves.
Damn thieves.
Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Those bastards. Oh boy. I don't know why I'm so sleepy today. Akbar's theme is Ocean Man. Ocean Man. Time to drill for oil.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Right there with your Mootal. I suppose days where I'm just sleepy, I guess. This game is annoying and boring to you. True. Fair no idea in the game, and why is it the best doggo? Well, because it's a frost doggo. That just makes it super epic.
A deposit. The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Oh, we've been playing for 3.5 hours. Doesn't even feel like it.
You wouldn't believe how much.
This game just eats your time.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
Oh my god. Yes.
Soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered.
I'm gonna butter your bread if you keep doing that. I mean,
With pockets full of Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Hello.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
I thought there was something, but there wasn't.
Let me treat you. I need a drink.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me
Just
reason
bribing
to
people.
do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Yeah, that's Star Wars girl.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things.
Of course.
But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians.
Ruffians.
They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult.
Popinjay.
It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
Oh, man.
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
And a
I
trap.
trust I can count
Quick,
on your
play
support
Akbar's theme.
if things turn sour.
Of course.
Chad, the lack of chips is putting battle to sleep. If only there was something some wallets could do. God damn. What are you doing, Uncle? Ironically, that's exactly what I said before I added a therapist by the utility bill for the following 20 years. Oh no! Getting some crystal meth. He's going to sniff it himself like a tropic thunder.
Let me treat you. I need a drink.
I need a drink. Oh, yeah.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Fucking men of the rock. Oh man, that's definitely not gonna be a trap all the way out there. Okay, I need to go all the way back around.
Light it for Gilbert's sake. Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your
Echo theme is really good, Red. Yeah.
Weights and pots.
Ocean Man.
Do you think they'll be back soon?
Needed to assist.
Do you see it? A green's fed bird.
Take a sniff, sir.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Fresh from the capital.
Clumsy lout.
Anything to collect here? Some chesticles. Maybe something that wakes me up, which probably is not gonna happen.
Good girl.
Angry frogs are on the west. No. No! that is a really good one.
Thanks, girl.
Go to bed, it'll wake you up, and I'll wake you up in the morning. Oh no! I don't want that. Maul absolutely losing his mind over looking at a flag. Never. That makes me smile. It has 3 legs. What does it mean, Rex? Yeah, it's great. Better sure hope this isn't a trap. Oh. Gosh darn.
I'll take it from here.
I'll take it from here. Dark Zone. Very angry frog bringing me was also really neat. Running out does drag a little bit. Yeah, it's whatever. It's just getting access to the next part, I guess.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
This is a tism I'm gonna yeet myself. Yeet!
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord.
My
But we have
lord.
ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why?
Your
to
mom.
collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would
They're in
seem.
cahoots!
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good! I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh, he didn't punch me at all. Well, he got punched anyway, so you're right. But wait, there's more.
This one.
Oh, I'm hearing a magic man. Magic man. At least I thought I did. Ooh, item. Yo, desert roses. Make chimkin nuggies, tender nuggies. Just finished a game yesterday. Boy, what a chunker. Now new game plus stuff. How's Metal having? I'm doing good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm enjoying the game. Having a good time. Thank you. We talked about this like for 20 minutes last stream. Oh, we're not done yet. Someone made this. Just Dark Souls concept art. Look at it, yeah. Gladiagon was a Breaking Bad reference. Might have been. Isn't Metal dressed up in armor? Maybe. think I cracked the code. Jill successfully has been unsuccessful of betting Clive because they live in a world where nines are mere 4s or 5. A beautiful woman coming onto you is just routine. Oh shit, yeah. It implies there are way too many drug deals that have gone wrong on the edge of my seat right now. What if Clive said I wasn't listening? Sorry. Uncle is scrapping them with them. Look at him go. Dumbest drug dealers ever. Yeah. Make chimkin nuggets.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Could tell you everything. They were
Long
so
enough to
dumb.
witness
They
your
really were, yeah.
uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Army, like 10 dudes. This is a small army. Meme Rivers over there, Mr. Edge guy. Also, if you have a song, I'm a Woman, where his metal singing, I got Corona.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some amazingly talented people out there in the EFAP community. It's good
Clive.
shit.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive.
What are you laughing about? It's a fine name.
I suppose it could have been worse.
Fuck you.
Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh! Here, wear this.
Another seal. That's the 5th, 6th one. I don't know.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Don't let him talk like fuck him and teach him a lesson. Wait, what?
Omia Lostelan. Tuisakelis.
Spooky. Pay to swing so a lot of rough housing and standing and entryways doesn't include being smart, I guess.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Let's go. my bad. I thought this was Gollum. No, F you, bird. You were white when I made you. Okay. Pedigree. Vanagander. Sure. What was that? Well, oh, that's this one, right. And we'll say we have turned your bird black. True. Going to genres into a video game instead of a virtual torture. Riddle of the Sands. There you go. Okay, lads. I'm gonna call it a day here. I'm getting really fucking sleepy. I'm not retaining information from this game right now. So I'll call it a day here, but I'll be back tomorrow. And hopefully won't be as tired because I want to play this more, but I'm pretty sleepy, so I'm just gonna go into my couch and probably pass out. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Thanks for the super chatteroonies. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Good night. Blah, blah, blah.